Have you ever felt like your prayers are taking too long to be answered? Have you ever wondered why your hardships seem endless, while others appear to live with ease? If your heart has been carrying pain, disappointment, or uncertainty, then this message is for you. No matter what you are facing today, never forget one life-changing truth. Allah is always by your side. He has never abandoned you, and He never will. Patience is one of the greatest gifts Allah places in the heart of a believer. When life becomes difficult, when doors seem closed, and when your prayers appear to go unanswered, it is easy to feel discouraged. Yet these are often the moments when Allah is drawing you closer to Him. Hardship reminds us that our strength does not come from wealth, people, or worldly success, but from our complete dependence on our Creator. Every challenge is an invitation to increase your trust, your worship, and your reliance upon Allah. Instead of allowing trials to weaken your faith, let them become the reason your relationship with Allah grows stronger. Every sincere dua, every tear shed in the darkness of the night, and every silent plea from your heart is heard by the One who never sleeps and never forgets His servants. Allah knows what you are carrying even when you cannot find the words to explain it to anyone else. He understands the pain hidden behind your smile, the worries that keep you awake, and the dreams you have not shared with another soul. The Quran reminds us that Allah is with those who are patient, and there is no greater companionship than the companionship of the Lord of the worlds. Even when people misunderstand you, abandon you, or fail to support you, Allah remains near, watching over you with perfect wisdom and endless mercy. Consider the lives of the prophets, who endured immense trials yet never lost hope in Allah's promise. Prophet Ayub, remained patient through illness and loss, never allowing hardship to turn him away from his Lord. Prophet Yusuf, experienced betrayal, separation, false accusations, and imprisonment. But every difficulty eventually became a step toward honor and success, because he trusted Allah completely. Their stories teach us that patience is not passive waiting. It is continuing to obey Allah, maintaining hope, and believing that His plan is always better than our own. Sometimes Allah removes a blessing to replace it with something greater. Sometimes He delays an answer because the timing is not yet right. Sometimes He allows a test to strengthen your character, purify your heart, and elevate your rank in this life and the hereafter. Every moment you choose patience instead of complaint, gratitude instead of despair, and faith instead of doubt is recorded by Allah. No act of perseverance goes unnoticed, and no sacrifice made for His sake is ever forgotten. Your patience today may be preparing you for blessings that are far beyond what you can currently imagine. Because Allah always rewards those who continue to trust Him through every season of life. Many people become anxious when they do not receive what they have been asking Allah for. They wonder why their prayers seem delayed, while others appear to receive blessings so quickly. However, a believer understands that Allah's timing is always perfect, even when it does not match our expectations. Every delay carries a wisdom that may not be visible today, but will become clear when the time is right. Allah sees the complete picture, while we only see a small part of it. We often ask for what we think is good for us, but Allah, in His infinite knowledge, knows what will truly benefit us in this life and in the hereafter. What feels like a closed door today may actually be Allah, protecting you from something that would have brought pain, regret, or distance from Him. The blessing you desire may simply require more preparation, more patience, or a better moment that only Allah knows. There are times when Allah delays success because He wants you to develop stronger faith, greater humility, and deeper reliance upon Him. If every prayer were answered immediately, many people would forget to seek Allah consistently. The waiting period teaches sincerity, perseverance, and complete trust. During these moments, your relationship with Allah becomes stronger, because you continue making dua, not only for the blessing itself, but because you recognize your constant need for your Creator. Every prayer you raise is heard, and every supplication has value, even if the answer comes in a different form than you expected. Think about how often you have looked back at your life and realized that something you desperately wanted would not have been good for you. Perhaps you wished for a particular job, relationship, or opportunity that never happened. At the time, it felt disappointing, but later you discovered that Allah was guiding you toward something better. His wisdom protected you from outcomes you could not foresee. What appeared to be a delay was actually an act of mercy. Continue working hard while placing your trust in Allah. Patience does not mean sitting still without effort. It means striving with excellence while leaving the results in Allah's hands. Keep praying with certainty, improve yourself every day, perform your obligations sincerely, and remain grateful even during difficult times. Gratitude attracts peace to the heart, and trust removes unnecessary anxiety. Remember that Allah never breaks His promises, and every sincere believer who remains patient will eventually witness His wisdom unfold. The answer may come differently, later, or in a form greater than you imagined, but it will always arrive at the time that is best for your faith, your future, and your ultimate success. There will be moments in life when you feel as though you are walking alone. Friends may disappear when you need them most, family members may not fully understand your struggles, and the people you trusted may disappoint you. These experiences can leave your heart feeling empty, but they should also remind you of one comforting truth. Allah never abandons those who place their trust in Him. Human support may come and go, but the mercy, knowledge, and care of Allah remain constant. He knows every fear that enters your heart before you even speak about it. He hears every silent dua, whispered in the middle of the night, and understands every tear that falls when no one else is watching. Trusting Allah, or having true tawakkul, does not mean that life will become free from problems. Rather, it means believing with complete certainty that whatever Allah chooses for you is better than anything you could choose for yourself. Even when circumstances seem confusing or painful, Allah is arranging events with perfect wisdom. He is opening doors you cannot yet see and protecting you from dangers you do not yet recognize. What appears to be a setback may actually be preparation for a greater blessing that requires patience, maturity, and stronger faith. The Quran repeatedly reminds believers to place their trust in Allah because He is sufficient for those who rely upon Him. This trust gives the heart a special kind of peace that cannot be found through wealth, status, or the approval of people. When you truly believe that Allah controls every outcome, you stop allowing fear to dominate your thoughts. Instead of constantly worrying about tomorrow, you focus on doing your best today while leaving the results in the hands of your Creator. Every prophet demonstrated complete reliance upon Allah during the most difficult moments of life. When Prophet Ibrahim a.s. was thrown into the fire, he trusted Allah completely, and Allah made the fire cool and safe for him. When Prophet Musa a.s. stood before the sea with Pharaoh's army behind him, the situation appeared impossible. Yet Allah opened a path where none seemed to exist. These stories are timeless reminders that Allah's help often arrives when human solutions have reached their limit. He is capable of changing any situation in an instant. Make it a habit to turn to Allah before turning to anyone else. Begin your day with sincere dua. Perform your prayers with devotion. Remember Him through dhikr, and seek His guidance in every decision. As your dependence on Allah grows, your dependence on the opinions and approval of people begins to fade. Your heart becomes stronger because it knows that the one who controls the heavens and the earth is taking care of your affairs. No matter how uncertain your future may seem, you can move forward with confidence, knowing that Allah never fails those who sincerely place their trust in Him. Every hardship you experience today is temporary, but the reward that Allah has prepared for those who remain patient is everlasting. When you are in the middle of a trial, it can feel as though the pain will never end. Days seem longer, nights become heavier, and hope may begin to fade. Yet Allah reminds us that with hardship comes ease. This is not merely a comforting phrase. It is a divine promise from the one who never breaks His word. No difficulty lasts forever, and no believer remains in hardship without purpose. Every test has an appointed end, and every moment of patience is bringing you closer to the relief that Allah has already planned. Many of the greatest blessings in life come after seasons of waiting. A person may search for years before finding the right opportunity, pray for a long time before receiving an answer, or endure countless disappointments before witnessing Allah's mercy unfold in ways they never expected. Looking back, they often realize that if Allah had answered their prayers sooner, they would not have been ready for the blessings He intended to give them. The waiting itself became part of the preparation. It strengthened their character, increased their gratitude, and taught them to appreciate Allah's favors with a humble heart. Never think that your acts of worship during difficult times go unnoticed. Every prayer performed with sincerity, every tear shed out of fear and hope in Allah, every sincere dua, every charity given despite financial hardship, and every moment you resist complaining are all recorded by Allah. Nothing is wasted in His sight. Even when people fail to recognize your struggles, Allah knows exactly what you have sacrificed for His sake. On the day of judgment, believers will see rewards beyond their imagination for the patience they showed in this worldly life. What seemed like a painful chapter will become a source of immense joy, because Allah rewards far beyond what anyone can comprehend. Do not compare your journey with the lives of others. Someone else's success today does not mean Allah has forgotten you. Every believer has a unique path, a unique test, and a unique timing. Your responsibility is not to question Allah's plan, but to remain faithful, continue striving, and trust that His wisdom is perfect. Comparison often steals gratitude and creates unnecessary sadness. While contentment fills the heart with peace and hope, continue making dua with certainty. Even if you have repeated the same prayer for months or years. Continue praying your salah with devotion. Seek forgiveness regularly. Remember Allah through dhikr. And place your complete trust in His perfect plan. Sometimes Allah changes your circumstances, and sometimes He changes your heart so that you become stronger so than the circumstances themselves. Both are incredible blessings. The day will come when you will look back on this difficult period and realize that every delay, every hardship, and every unanswered question was leading you towards something better. Allah was never ignoring your prayers. He was writing a story more beautiful than anything you could have planned for yourself. Those who remain patient, sincere, and steadfast will never lose with Allah, because His reward is always greater than the struggles they endured.